Morning, Daryl. Not even live or awake yet this morning. It's 5:12 in the morning, West Coast time. It's 2nd of June, 2024. Zombie Weaver, John C. Roseman, California is not even here. It's just a filament of your imagination. Yeah. So, we open up another one and trying to get out all those conservative people out there, huh? Des Prager thinks that leftist is the enemy, not conservatism. Give me a frickin' break. We got Rush Limbaugh and the clones out there. Created all these damn clones. One time, Rush Limbaugh had the power in the conservative movement. You couldn't get a candidate without his lordship's approval. Since he's been dead for years, all the clones have come out and been like and trying to be like him, including Prager. And yes, it isn't against a federal law. There isn't a federal law. There's only a U.S. code out there, but it's not enforceable. Is it? It's a taste of tact, and nobody does this, unless, of course, you really got something to say that you're disputing something. Now, I heard the excuses that Alito used. Well, my wife didn't. My wife did it. I didn't know about it. Give me a break. Give me a break. He knew. He didn't care. They knew. And they didn't care. That's the problem. They'll get away with stuff, and sometimes the left will get away with stuff. We have the independents out there trying to keep track of everything and everybody, left and right. And even they can be really picky. It's like a mirror image of Rush Limbaugh out there. I can't say that conservatism had been all that great. 70s and 80s. I can't say that. Some people are trying to be that way about it. They think it was the greatest thing on earth. It isn't. But now they're being liberal either. As for the flag etiquette, that's the one thing you should have been posting on there is the U.S. code regarding it. Looks like I've got to. I guess when I post my video, I'm going to have to do that one. They've got some sections in here regarding it. They've got the 4 U.S. Code, Section 8, respect the flag. But there's also the uscode.house.gov saying 4 USC Chapter 1, the flag. For them anyway. I'll put the Cornell University tag in mine. Because I want to make sure that we all understand what it is. How about Title 4 if it's under under govinfo.gov regarding the flag situation? Trumplicans are putting this up here because they definitely want to scare the living crap out of us. So not to mention the liberal talk media is still trying to rattle our cage and laugh at the conservative idiots. But then again, sometimes liberal is a little bit of an idiot. It's shown by the independents who think they're above everything else. What you got here is the media looking at each other. Doesn't matter if they're independent or liberal or conservative. they're still looking at each other and laughing at each other. You know, there's just such a thing called balance. I think we lost that a long time ago. We did. We lost it. And if we knew what the balance was, would we still be doing this to ourselves? I don't know. Probably. Think we know better than everybody else, and therefore you should follow this and you should follow that. Yeah, right. Give me a break on that one. But I am not displaying my flag upside down, nor am I displaying my flag, period. Display the flag, especially when you want to get attention. You want to attract attention. You really want to be an idiot attracting attention. And then telling people, this is what's happening. You don't like it? I'm doing it, so let's have a confrontation over the damn thing. They don't want to have a discussion. Oh, no. People want to have an argument over it. They want to fight. They got their blood boiling. God forbid. They should actually have discussions about it because, no, they'll have a fight over it. That's all it is. I said it before in one of my videos. It's like watching 2001: A Space Odyssey, watching two idiots arguing over a damn puddle. Whole wide world. Their own world is a puddle. And both are yelling and screaming at each other over a damn muddy puddle. So it makes one wonder, how long have you been at it, yelling and screaming at each other on this one? And until you show the whole mighty model picks one particular side. And then this guy is thinking, how about if I use this thing to hit something and I get food out of it? Or I get to get my aggressions out of it. And this is how civilization starts. Kicking the ass and killing the other guy. Kubrick's way of looking at how society and everything else grow up. Fight for survival, fight for dominance. This is nature. Apex predator. So now one side actually had the other thing, and do you think Cooper could have gone a little bit further on this one by having the other guy learn? Ooh, how about we develop something over here and knock the other guy out and just go back and forth on each other? Yeah, I'm being analytical this morning and probably judgmental. I am. Because we're still dealing with the apex situation here. And I don't think anybody else has got that one. We got to be right. We got to be here. We got to be. You don't like it? Well, you're going to like it anyway because we say so. Why? Because we say so. Don't ask me why, because it is. And you either deal with us or else, period. But look at me, I got my flag shining upside down and got it waving like crazy. I'm an American, but my America is in trouble. Therefore, I have to wave a flag upside down. Why? Don't ask me why, because it is. Why? No, don't ask me why. I'm telling you. Rush Limbaugh all over again. Yeah, the ghost of him is in everybody these days, apparently. Guy had been mouthing off for God knows how many decades. And if you had a good conservative candidate, you'd go on his show, he'd get his blessing. It's like dealing with the Tramp. The Tramp and his followers now. That if you don't get his blessing, you're not going to get the party. Since when did these conservative idiots became the party leader? Not even elected. They're just out there. So now we got all these idiots out there saying, you got to follow us, or we're going to give you our blessings over here if we like you. But if we don't like you, Yeah, that's what's happening. Okay, so you're an idiot flying an American flag upside down, but you want to call it patriotism? So basically, you're looking and screaming for attention from mommy or daddy, or worse off. What you're saying to people is, ah! All I can do is look at them and say, you're a toddler brain in a sandbox. And the adults are outside watching the kids fight over sand. Sand that goes right through their hands. I don't get it. Except I'm seeing juvenile delinquents, even in adult form. When Trump got the conviction, he got convicted, but he didn't get sentenced yet. Maggots went nuts. The insects whirled around their fly leader. And they're pissed. No fair, no fair, no fair. We should be exempt from everything. We follow the Trump. And maybe they are following it as a cult leader and don't even realize it. But he represents us. Oh my God, it's the Trump. He's in trouble. Don't you understand that Trump is wonderful? The Trump is everything. The Trump is closer to God. Ah! Hello, Jim Jones. And hello, David Koresh. And the schmuck over in Heaven's Gate. You know what happened with these guys? They're no longer part of the land of the living. They're like, who are you assholes again? Are you actually in the history books anymore? But these were cult leaders. So basically, people want to hear what's happening from the cult leader. I'll tell you, Daryl, you want to get all their damn negative attention. You're my guest. You're drawing a lightning rod. You're drawing a lightning. You want to hear their crap. I'm heard of crap. They're nuts. They're nuts. They think they haven't been heard. Why do you think they keep electing their own damn leaders up in the Congress or in the state houses? They want to see their country change the way they think it should be. Not the majority, but the minority. Unless the minority becomes a majority, sometimes it's just not worth it that way. But they are still given the opportunity to speak. I mean, they are given that. That's not custom. That is part of the American way. But since when is it elitism that the maggots are going to be ruling everything else? Screw climate change. It doesn't happen, but we're roasting like crazy and we got fires happening. Currently, up in Stanislaus and Alameda area and the surrounding areas, we got 9,000 acre fire growing. It's about 13% containment right now since yesterday afternoon in California. We got several agencies out there rolling fire trucks out there to contain the damn mess. I'm surprised they haven't done an old state alert on that one. Of course, they'll blame Gavin Newsom for it. Why? Because they'll blame him. They got nothing else to blame. They can't blame themselves. God forbid, they should actually take responsibility, accountability, and transparency. No, they'll blame everything else and everybody else. Now, concerning about the environment, or actually the economic status in California right now, even though it was a good intention, raising the minimum wage, but to a point, he should have gotten more feedback from people on this one and judged and engaged it. Now, the thing is, Gavin doesn't care at this point of the harm he's causing. I mean, I know he's looking at the suffering and the plight of the low-end workers, yes. Because if there's no other job, they're going to kill themselves in this one, and Gavin wants to give him a bit of a raise. That's fine with me. I mean, hell, about 15 to 17 an hour, somewhere in that range would have been nice. But 20 or more than that, that's going to be even worse. And we've already got Rubio's struggling through the pandemic, so now they're shutting down stores left and right in San Diego County. And they're pissed about it. There's no rioting, there's people disappointed. And Rubio's wasn't doing anything. They're struggling like crazy, and now because of the minimum wage hike. And yeah, coming from a liberal Democrat who's into wokeism, all this bullshit that conservatives like to throw out there just to make themselves feel insane. You still have to look at the larger economic on this one. You have to. What's going to be good for the states, especially your own state, if you're raising the minimum wage, and how's that going to be rippling? 15 to 17. Okay, fine. That should have been nice, but 20 or 25? It's still a low end. We're trying to make everybody comfortable for that one. We're also trying to see the business model, whether or not the companies are still going to be willing to do this. Corporate's going to be willing to do this. And the other owners who run their companies, actually run their company stores, on behalf of them, are they going to be able to turn a profit? And if they can't turn a profit, then this is eating up on funding, isn't it? I know I am talking like a conservative at this point. Maybe not. I'm just trying to see what's going on here. And I hate to say this one concerning about California. We're not exactly doing the greatest, especially if we're still fighting against housing and rent situations. We're not doing so well on that. I hear the talk, and I don't see the action as much, but you get a high-speed rail coming through so we can get over to Vegas or get up to Sacramento. You know, they have the Amtrak service still working on that one. It takes several hours to get up there. But they also want to have something going for transportation when we do finally get the Olympics over here. You know what happened last time we had the 1984 Olympics? We tried to get transportation going up, but we never had the technology for the high speed. But we had to shift people around left and right just to show that California, or actually Los Angeles, didn't have a homeless crisis. So we're also doing politics on that one. But we still got a homeless crisis. We do have crisis after crisis, and I should be blaming parties on this one. Why not? Everybody else is pointing their damn fingers at each other and think we know better. Apparently we don't. Otherwise, we wouldn't be putting ourselves in this situation, would we? This is coming from a man that hasn't had his coffee yet. Barely had enough sleep. I'm still pissed off at the world for the world being the way it is. We have people having conniption fits regarding an orange gas bag and him getting mistreatment. Do I really need this morning? I don't need it.